Hey everybody, I'm Sean Mullen from RampantDesignTools.com, and today I'm going to show you how to use the new Rampant Split Design Titles and Lower Thirds Premiere Pro template. That's a huge title, but that's exactly what it is. Split design titles and lower thirds built natively in Premiere Pro. No After Effects, no dynamic link, no plugins. You literally open up the project, change the type, and you're good to go. All right, so before we get into Premiere Pro, let's go ahead and go into the Finder. And if you're on the PC, use Windows Explorer, I should say, as more than one window, and find your project file. So in this particular template, you're only going to find two files. You've got the Premiere Pro project file, which would be impossible to do this without it, and then, of course, our installation file. If you open up an installation PDF file, it shows you very quickly some information how to unzip the file, what version of Premiere it's compatible with, what fonts we use, and, of course, how to fill out a support ticket or call us if you have any questions. All right, so before we jump into Premiere Pro, let's go ahead and highlight the Rampant Split Design Titles and Lower Thirds Premiere Pro project and right-click and duplicate it. If you're on the PC, copy, paste, or duplicate, just make a copy. The reason is once you make changes, it will never go back. So it'll no longer say your name, your title. It'll say whatever it is you've made the changes to. So if you always want an original version, make sure to back up your templates. Okay, jumping into Premiere Pro. Booyah. This particular file was built in CC 2014, meaning it's compatible with 2014, 2015, and 2017. Unfortunately, that also means that if you're using a version of Premiere earlier than CC 2014, which would be what? CS4, CS5, CS6, and CC, you're unfortunately not going to be able to use these titles. Sorry, it's a CC 2014 and above. Okay, so we're in this thing. What do we do? Well, in order to use it, you're either going to double click on the project file or you're going to import it into an edit, right? So if you're doing titles for an edit, it would make sense to not leave your edit to do your titles and then come back. So go ahead and just import your project file like you would any other media and then just bring it in and follow along. But here I'm using a generic template because I don't have an edit to bring this into. All right, so when you open it up, you get this. You get previews of your 6 lower thirds like this, yada, yada, yada. And then you've got a bunch of stuff over here in the project window. This is super simple. If you've used any of our other title templates, you'll know it's as simple as just highlighting the text, changing it, and you're done. So let's go over here to the project window, and right where it says Title 01, let's twirl it down. Under these folders, you're going to get a handful of things. In every title folder, you're going to get the title's corresponding lower third and its title, the actual titles itself that you change, and then a bunch of work comps. If you don't want to know how this thing is made, if you don't want to know how the burrito is made, don't open it up and take a look. Feel free to look in here and check out all of our work. Just remember that once you make any changes in here, it's going to change everything. So save a copy if you're into exploring. If you're not, cool. So what do? I want to make some lower thirds. What do? Well, the very first thing you do is you go over into your title one and highlight main title 01, double click, which will open up the title tool. And I'll just make this bigger so we can see it. And let's just change the name. I don't really know what name to call this, so I'm going to pick the last person who pinged me on Facebook, which is my buddy Voice, who's an amazing singer-songwriter. Sorry, buddy. Probably owe you royalties or something, but yeah. You were the last person to ping me on Facebook. Okay. So now we've got the person's name. Cool. But it says your title. We don't want that. So let's go ahead and highlight subtitle 01, double-click on it. Again, it's going to open up the title tool, and we're going to call him what he is. He's a composer and singer. Just call him that. All right. So there you go. So if I roll it back and hit play, there's lower third 01. And you're like, well, I want to see what it looks like. You know, this is great over black, but how do I preview it over my footage? Well, okay. Let me go ahead and bring in some footage. Command I. And I'm going to bring in some stuff from Shutterstock because they're my favorite stock footage company. And let's see. Yeah, let's use this dude. This is obviously not what Voice looks like, but this is the only musician shot that I've got. So if I roll it back and hit play, you get a quick preview of your lower third. Cool. Well, that's it. You just changed the title and the subtitle, and you're good to go. And you're thinking, well, Sean, you told me titles and lower thirds, and this is just a lower third. You got me. So what do? Well, let's just drag title 01 on top of our footage, and we'll turn off the lower third. And I hit play. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see what you guys did there. Exactly. What we've done is everything's procedural. So anything in title 1 becomes lower third 1 and title 1. So your titles and your lower thirds are identical. One is up in the center, one is down in the lower third. right here. You can, of course, reposition it and do whatever you want. You can change the text color. You can change the text itself, obviously. You can do whatever you want. Let's go back to the lower third real quick, though, one more time so I can show you one more thing. Go back to our lower third. You see this black bar. Well, you're like, well, what do I do with that? Well, right here in every layer, in every lower third layer, is this optional black bar. You can turn it off. It's gone. You can double-click on it. You can lower the opacity. You can change the color. You can do whatever you want. Me, I like this faded, slightly transparent, slightly opaque, I guess, lower third. It's just enough to give some separation, right? That's it. Now it's just the fun is just exploring lower third 02, lower third 03. They're all slightly different animations, right? See, there's 2, and there's 3, and here's 4, and here's 5. So that's it. This is one of our most simplest templates to use. Just highlight the text, change it, and you're done. You're good to go. Change the color, change the type, whatever. So that's it. For this template or any other Premiere Pro template, go to premieretemplates.net. And until next time, I'm Sean Mullen. Thanks for watching.